and dance the whole night long. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. We call this Shabbat Shirah, the Shabbat of Song, because we have arrived at that spot in the Torah, Parashat Bishalach, where the Israelites have escaped slavery in Egypt and arrive on the other side of the Red Sea, where they sing Shirat Hayam, the song of the sea. You may not realize, but you are already very familiar with this song. It is our Michamocha, who is like you, that we sing every time we are together. We will see these words in our Torah scroll a little later and hear the beautiful trope, the unique melody that goes along with them. Tonight, we learn about our leader, Miriam, who led the Israelites with music, inspiration, and hope towards freedom. And tonight, we sing special music to celebrate a most special and sacred Shabbat.
As you've already heard, tonight is Shabbat Shirah, a special time in our year's calendar, so tonight's service will be a little different. Tonight we'll be exploring scenes from our people's past through story and song, which will be shared in several different moments woven into the arc of tonight's service. In particular, we'll be spending some time following the path of one of our biblical heroes, Miriam HaNeviah, Miriam the prophet, sister of Moses and leader of the people Israel. Tonight, we will walk alongside her and imagine what it might have been like during those dramatic and miraculous years of our people's history. Let us begin.
Things in Egypt have been hard lately, even harder than usual for Hebrew families like ours. The Pharaoh's new laws are making things really dangerous and really scary. Most of all, I'm worried about what might happen to my baby brother Moses. I want to help keep him safe, so I came up with an idea. I'm going to take my little brother down to the river and hide him in the reeds. I've always loved the water. It's the one place where I feel truly safe. Hopefully, whoever finds Moses will take care of him and keep him safe too. It would be so hard to leave him there, but I will say a prayer that God will protect him in his shelter of peace.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu, Lechaim, Lechaim, Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu Lishalom, Hamidenu Shomreinu, Lechaim, Lechaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomech,
standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness.
I would never have believed that this day would come. At last we've escaped from Egypt. We're free. We can't celebrate yet, though. Pharaoh's troops are still after us. The babies are crying and the donkeys are groaning, and we're trying to move as fast as we can. And even though we had to leave behind everything we've ever known, I still have faith that we'll be okay, that God will protect us. That's why we made sure to bring our musical instruments when we left, because sometime soon we will sing songs of victory and freedom. I can smell the water of the Red Sea in front of us. I have always felt safe near the water. I can't explain it, but I have a feeling that our freedom lies through this water. With God's help, we will make it through. Who is like you, O God?
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tilot hosef eleh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot hosef eleh. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot hosef eleh. And the river is wide, and the river is deep, and the river is standing between you and me, and freedom, but we shall overcome one day. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot hosef eleh. And the river is fear, and the river is hate, and the river is standing between us and the gates of freedom, but we shall overcome one day. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot hosef eleh. And the river divides, and the river forgives, and the river's a wall, and the river's a bridge to freedom, but we shall overcome one day. With a tambourine and a mighty hand, across the sea and the desert sand, let the children sing for Miriam next year in the promised land. Next year in the promised land. Next year in the promised land. Next year in Jerusalem, in a free
We've been walking in this desert for such a long time. It's been years now, and everyone's beginning to wonder if we'll ever reach the promised land. My brother is a great leader, but the people are growing restless and impatient. The air around us feels dry and tense. I'm not well either. I fell sick some time ago, and to be honest, I don't know if I'm going to recover. We're so far away from the water and from the comforts we relied upon in the past. I know Moses is worried about me. He hasn't said much. He's never been a man of many words. But when he saw me in pain, he said a prayer for healing. It was a prayer I had never heard before. A very simple one, just a few words, but I know it came from his heart.
Tonight, we pray for healing for Marcia Block, Bradley Borden, Nora Brown, Shirley Burkham, Melba Berman, Sammy Cherry, Miles Cohn, Shepard Harris, Jerry Hooks, Richard Jackson, Sam Jacobson, Sarah James, Dawn Joachim, Mindy Kronman, Lawrence Levy, Barbara Naples, Bree Pugh, Gail Rockoff, Edward Simmons, Melinda Scholar, Robert Braitman Smith, Mervat Tadros, Mike Thomas, Marcia Tushida, Roger Williams, David Ben Root, Gelka Nachama bat Liba Chaya, Meira Shifra bat Shmuel Vitzvia, Talia Leah bat Bracha Shena, Beruven HaKohen, and all those who are suffering with physical illness, emotional distress and pain, and those battling COVID-19. Like her brothers, Moses and Aaron, Miriam died in the wilderness and never got to see the promised land. She was buried in the desert, far from the bodies of water that brought her strength and comfort during her lifetime. But after they laid her to rest, the Israelites discovered that Miriam had left them a remarkable gift, one that would remain with them long after she was gone. Throughout the rest of their travels, whenever their water supplies were running low, a well of water would miraculously appear in their desert encampments. Wherever they wandered, they never again went thirsty. And each time they drank from those miraculous wells, they remembered Miriam the prophet, whose presence never departed from them. Her legacy and her memory lived on and would be a source of sustenance and refreshment for her people wherever they went. Some of us can imagine what that might have felt like. Some of us have had the same kinds of experiences with the people that we've loved and lost. Memory does a sort of miraculous, magical work. The names and the faces, the guidance and the legacy of those we have loved, they stay with us to bring years of comfort and renewal, even when they themselves are gone. It feels very much like a miracle, like a well of cool water in the desert. Their love and their memory are continually refilled, and they accompany us everywhere we go. Their memories will always be a blessing.
Water to water, Father to Son, Mother to daughter, rivers will run, sisters and brothers, see the reflection. Water to water, pain my beginnings, peace be my end. Blessings of heart, blessings of bone, mother to son, father to daughter, water to water, blessings of light, close now with Miriam's song. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. When Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea, the wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance and dance the whole night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang.